Hey guys, welcome back to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a couple of things that are specifically related to Ethereum, cryptocurrency, and Chainlink. Of course, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. So the first thing that I wanted to discuss is a big event that happened a couple of days ago. Of course, we know that the Super Bowl happened a few days ago, and the Super Bowl is quite famous for all of the ads in it. Now, I was quite surprised to see that a lot of the ads in the Super Bowl were cryptocurrency related. There were ads from multiple different cryptocurrency exchanges. Coinbase did an ad, FTX did an ad, and Crypto.com also did an ad. Now, Crypto.com's ad wasn't very good and I didn't really understand it. However, I thought that Coinbase and FTX both had very good ads. FTX's ad was about people who don't really understand crypto and who dismiss new innovations when they first come out. Of course, most of these people end up being very wrong. I did like the overall message of this ad and I thought it made a lot of sense. Coinbase tackled it from a completely different angle. They had a QR code bouncing around on the screen for 1 minute, and the QR code was just randomly bouncing around doing nothing, and when it hit the corner of the screen, a quick message came up that said Coinbase. The Coinbase ad resulted in heaps and heaps of people getting very excited, scanning the QR code, and this then directed them to Coinbase, which resulted in Coinbase getting number 2 spot on the App Store. So this ad worked very well, and it's interesting to see these unique ads that they're playing at the Super Bowl. And we can also see that Kobe nearly ratioed Joe Biden on Twitter, which would have been a good sight. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is a few Chainlink conspiracy theories. As we know, Chainlink has just been bouncing around sideways at the $20 range for the beginning of the year. Chainlink had a very good beginning in prices and now the prices have slumped. So since there's really not that much to talk about with Chainlink, the price isn't going up too much and a lot of fundamental news isn't coming out right now, I may as well make up something to talk about. So I had a little bit of a tweet here which a lot of people liked where I said Chainlink has already taken over, we just can't see it yet. We live in a simulation created by Chainlink Labs. We are all individuals whose brains are harvested for data that is being broadcasted on chain. Outside the simulation, Link has a $100 trillion market cap. This tweet sort of reflects what's happening with the Matrix, however in an even more dystopian fashion where they're actually getting data from individuals' brains and they're putting that on chain for people to actually use in smart contracts. Of course, these smart contracts could be anything with big tech using our data to the government using our data. Now, I hadn't really thought about this before, but Chainlink actually makes for a good dystopian science fiction movie. Of course, we know there's a bunch of issues with data right now and individuals' data rights. You have big tech companies like Facebook gathering as much data as they possibly can and selling this data off to other companies. Chainlink basically enhances this times 100. Because if you think about it, Chainlink allows the ability for anyone to run their own Chainlink Oracle node and put data on chain. This means that any data that Chainlink Oracle nodes put on chain is instantly verifiable, it's stored on an immutable public ledger forever, and no one can ever do anything or remove this data. At least with Facebook's database, the government could order Facebook to shut this down and stop this, however with Chainlink they couldn't. Chainlink would be an extremely easy way for other humans to actually get data on each other, and if they did this, this could turn into some sort of a dystopian reality. Of course, I'm just making things up here, and if this did ever happen, Chainlink will probably go to the moon, and I will make enough money that I won't really care that my data's being put on chain. Another idea that I had is Twitter could become a Chainlink Oracle node and put everyone's tweets on chain. This would allow smart contract developers to actually create tailor-made applications for cancelling other people, which I do think would be quite a good innovation, especially with all of the cancelling going on right now. It takes people too long to go through everyone's tweets and find tweets about celebrities. Smart contract developers could just shortcut this and start making applications for it today. The next conspiracy theory I thought of is that the US government could just become a Chainlink Oracle node and put all of the data they have on chain to monetize this data. Of course, the US government might just need money, so what they might do is they might dox everyone's information, put it on chain, and then harvest some income from their own Chainlink Oracle network. I'm not sure what most people would do in this situation, however I know that I would probably buy more Chainlink. Now, the last conspiracy theory that I wanted to share that I personally didn't just make up is that Sergey Nazarov is Satoshi. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I believe this yet, and I do need to look through the evidence quite a bit more. However, Sergey Nazarov does have quite a lot of links to Satoshi. Sergey Nazarov was using the smartcontract.com domain name, and it was transferred just 6 days before the Bitcoin white paper was released. Also, a lot of people are saying that Sergey could have been using the same IP address that Satoshi used, and this would actually mean that they are the same person. Of course, this may not necessarily be the case, and I haven't fully looked into the evidence. I might actually make a video on if I believe Sergey Nazarov is Satoshi or not, and if you want to see this video, it would be worth commenting that down below in the comments below. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about Chainlink conspiracy theories is because the Chainlink price is down, there's not too much to talk about right now, so I wanted to talk about some more fun things in a video. I can make a more detailed video on Sergey being Satoshi if people want to see that, and give my opinion on if I actually do believe this is the case. Now, the last couple of things that I wanted to talk about is a few bits of news in the Ethereum ecosystem. The first thing that I did want to bring note to is that Lens Protocol has just released, and this is a new Web3 social media effort that's developed by the Aave team. Of course, we know that the head of Aave is Stani, and he's actually leading the development for Lens Protocol. We know that social media is a huge use case that cryptocurrency is yet to unlock. I do want to see decentralized and censorship-resistant social media going into the future, however we haven't got there just yet. Every single social media platform that's launched on the back of cryptocurrency has currently been a failure. However, I'm hoping that Lens Protocol can actually break this trend. Essentially, what Lens Protocol wants to do is it wants to be a composable and decentralized social graph ready for anyone to build on. So, this means that Lens Protocol isn't actually trying to be a specific application. However, it's trying to be a big web for applications to actually build on top of, sort of like what Ethereum is right now. It's a big network where you can build applications on top of, same as Chainlink. It's a big network that's filled with a bunch of different Oracle nodes that are providing data on chain. So essentially, Lens Protocol will have a bunch of different social applications on top of it that will all be using the framework of Lens Protocol. This framework is that every single function that occurs on the platform will be turned into an NFT, such as comments, profile pictures, and posts, which allows any creator to actually monetize this and use this into the future. Now, I do think that this is a pretty good framework for a social media platform. However, we will need to see some applications come out on Lens Protocol first, as it's not really that much right now. The last thing that I wanted to end the video with is a quick tweet that I had where I said, why do Coinbase, FTX, and Binance all have over 75% Prism usage? Now, if you don't know what this means, it essentially means that all of the major exchanges are using the Prism client when they're staking their Ethereum. Right now on the Ethereum network, most of the people who are staking their Ethereum are using a Prism client, with over 65% of people doing so. What this means is that it means if there's any major bugs in the Prism client, this could lead to some fatal things occurring for the Ethereum network, especially when Ethereum transitions to proof of stake. We want to see these big exchanges start using different clients, and this will basically mean there's more client diversity, and Ethereum is at far less of a risk, because it means that all 6 or 7 clients will need to fail for something fatal to happen. However, if Prism failed right now, Ethereum Ethereum's transition to proof of stake wouldn't go so smoothly. So all I'm saying is that these big exchanges need to change clients, and if you're actually staking your own Ethereum, you should probably change clients too. You can use any other client, whether it's Lighthouse, Teku or Nimbus. However, this definitely needs to be done for the sake of the Ethereum network. Anyway, this brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like or subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the video.